What's good, crew? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video, and today we got another special one for y'all boys. Man, it's been a week. It's been a fucking week. Last week we only posted RP Luffy, and I know my PB Luffy fans was in the back saying, "Man, where's our PB Luffy at? Where is our PB Luffy at?" Hey, don't worry, man. We got you today. We got an updated control version of PB Luffy. I'm excited to show you today. So first off, huge shout out to everybody who is a member of the channel. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all helping y'all boy, keep the motivation. We're still working out the schedule and all, but as of right now, every weekend we're gonna be dropping videos. Hopefully we can get back on our weekday scheduling too as well, so we can give you more content. Cause we got plenty of content, right? We just don't got the right timing to drop it right now. But that being said, a huge appreciation to everybody who watches the channel, likes the channel, comments. Hey, you're really helping your boy out in the algorithm. So hey, drop a comment. If you got a question, let me know. If you like the debt list, let me know. If you're trying the debt list out for yourself, let me know. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into the list. But before we do, Discord is now live. If you are not on our Discord, hey, we're playing live games all the time on Discord. Like IRL games, virtual reality games, sim games, whatever. We're playing it all in Discord. We're having fun in there, hey man. So come join the crew in the Discord, man. Link is in the description down below. But that being said, let's get into this debt list, crew. Alright, crew, here we go, here we go. We got the debt list in all its glory here. Alright, so we only made a few changes from the original version. Now that we got the mention of the new set coming out, the PRBO2 set coming out, the cards, we know the cards is coming out. There's a huge discount on some of the cards that was in the previous list, so now we can add them to our list. You know what I'm saying? That being said, this is gonna be an updated version. Let's go. We got 4 Black Marias here. Black Maria's our ramper. She's a 2K counter. She does everything you want to do. Even in a Blackbeard matchup, she helps out in that as well. She guarantees you ramping Blackbeard also as well. She's able to attack those low cost bodies. Great card. Nico Robin, 2K counter, ramp piece. This is essentially replacing our Rona Zoro. So yeah, great card, 2K counter, ramp. We love it. Now, we cut the Zoro Joros because Bon Clay will now be on discount going forward. October officially will, be affordable for everyone. Great news, to the community. So we swapped the 2 Zoro Joros out from the original list to 2 Bon Clays. Great ramper and also helps in the Blackbeard matchup as well. Running 4 Frankies here. Great cycle card, great blocker, just great card all around for this leader. I run it in every list, like it's too good. Running 3 of the Brooks here. So Brook is gonna help us if we don't have our 6 drop Luffy. It's gonna help us guarantee that on 10 we can play Kuzan out and still get a Don active on 10. So great card. Also that minus 2K power to 2 characters comes in clutch in the green matchups. Just really any matchup, to be honest. So he's great in every matchup. Running for the Luffy's, of course, 7K leader is always going to be good. He's a constant threat. He's swinging 7K. They always have to worry about this guy when he's on the board, so they have to remove him. And with 1 down on your leader, he's a 7 cost. So very hard to remove, very sticky body, and he gives your leader a 7K buff every turn. Great card. Pseudo blocker, everything. I can't say enough about this card. This card is like what PB Luffy needed. 3 Surus, 2K counter, cost reduction. We love it. We love it. 1 Legged Soldier, 2K counter, cost reduction. Great for the Blackbeard matchup. We love it. So now, if Laboon did get reprinted in the PRB set, so this is going to be on discount right here. Great card for our removal list, and now we can finally add it and everybody will be able to afford it. Great news, great news. We love it. 4 Laboons, cost reduction. He does everything you want to do, and he's a 1K counter, so he's not a brick. Great card. All right, 2 Rebeccas. I do want to go up to 3 Rebeccas just to mention this ahead of time. I'm at 2 right now, but I do want to go up to 3 because Rebecca will help you recycle back your Laboons, your Sanjis, your Blackbeards, whatever. And then Kuzan, I mean not Kuzan, but we'll get to the rest of the lines in a second. So Rebecca will recycle back your Laboons, Sanjis, Teaches, right? Then we're running four Sanjis, probably the best KOer in PB Luffy, besides Kaido, which we don't have Kaido in this list unfortunately, but we might add him in the future. We might add him in the future. Um, four Sanjis, KO 5 or less. If you have a six cost of great on the board, great card. Um, three teach or four teaches. So teach is essentially like Jack, but the reason why we like teach is if they kill this body, which they're gonna want to do, because if you get Teach Kuzan on board, you're hitting an 8 for free every turn, right? They're not going to want that to happen. So they're going to want to get this Teach off the board. If they get this Teach off the board, then you can recycle the Rebecca, play the Rebecca, recycle the Teach. You know what I'm saying? So it's an infinite loop, essentially, if you can get the trash set up right. So that's why I say I might want to go up to three Rebeccas. We'll figure it out eventually, but for right now, this is what we're running. So four Teach, then we got three 10-drop Kuzans. We probably do want to go back up to four of this as well. I got to figure out the ratios, man. It's rough working with this control list because we don't want too many bricks, right? We are only a 4 life leader. It's not like we're playing Lucci and we get 5 life. That extra life doesn't matter at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So we're at three right now. Um, we haven't had too much trouble seeing it, but we do like to see it on curb, right? If we can, if possible, we like to see the Luffy or Brook into Kuzan. That's like our perfect curb, right? Or really like Luffy, Brook into Teach into Kuzan. That's like the best curve possible right there. Um, four Gum Gum, four Gum Gum Giants. This car is not getting banned. Feel sorry for the people who hate on it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Then we're running two top knots here. Top knot's gonna help out in every matchup, especially when you get this Kuzan down. Top knot's hitting a 9 cost body for 2 Dine, and with your leader effect, it's gonna only cost you 1 Dine. So, crazy combo lines you can do in this deck. But yeah, let's get into the gameplay, crew. But before we do, hey Brooke, drop that beat. All right, crew. So first game up, we're going against Buggy here. I don't know why I like playing buggies with this list, but I just like playing against Buggy with this list because it just cooks them, man. It cooks them. Like, nothing else to say about it. Cooks them. So we're going first here. We're gonna play Nico Robin on curve, ramp us a Don, swing 7 here, and we're looking nice. We're looking nice. We don't have an early KO'er, unfortunately, which I do usually like to have against Buggy, like the Sanji, for an example. We do got the Brook though, so that's another good card we can play on curve. Being able to minus their 7K bodies, minus 2K, is really strong, especially if they turn them sideways. So he's swinging 5 at us here. I usually take the first 2 lives pretty aggressively in this build, unless they're playing like an aggro version, or unless they do that what they did right there, and they attack with their searcher. I'm not gonna take 2 life in one turn, right? Not aggressively. But I will take 2 life per turn, right? Well, like 1 life, one turn, 1 life, another turn, pretty aggressively, unless I'm playing like a real aggro version of a deck, such as like Zoro or Rayleigh or something like that. Just a real aggro deck. But against every other deck, I like taking 2 life. I like to see my cards. I like to see my options. That's why we do that. Some people don't like playing on low life. They like countering out aggressively. You can do that as well, but you have to be a little more cautious because hand size matters. I mean, blue, you can't really build your hand size up because they do have that constant threat of being able to do what they need to do, being able to put in you. So we don't like getting put in, that's for sure. So here, it's not looking like we got much to do, right? But we can play the Rebecca out, add back our Laboon that we use for counter, which is a great little play here. We can play the Suru out and then use the top knot to get rid of their Mihawk blocker, which is what I'm thinking about here. I think we should definitely do that play. I'm thinking really hard about it, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to do that. Because I was just going to play the Laboon out, right, and just get it out on the field. But I think getting rid of this blocker before they can establish that crocodile Mihawk is kind of important. So we're gonna swing 7 here, and then we're probably gonna swing another 7, or maybe even possibly 8. Yeah, we're gonna swing another 7. I think we could just went ahead and swung 8 there. Looking back, we do got the blocker. You know, his buggy can't swing, so it's like he's only gonna get one swing. I think we should definitely just went ahead and swung 8 there. No point in leaving that one open Don. It's not like we're gonna use it right now, right? Unless we want to cycle and try to get some of our KOs in hand. But I don't see anything wrong with playing the Laboon next turn if we don't get anything. See what our opponent does here. Plays out the Crocodile Mihawk, and we expected that card. Playing out the Kabaji as well. Nice, nice. Still got a shit ton of cards in hand. One thing you're gonna find about Buggy Man is they always see their pieces, right? And the best thing to do in this matchup is to remove their board. Like being able to remove their board is gonna help you go a long way. So here we're gonna take, we get a teach, which is perfect. Great card to see right here going in. We're on 10 Don now. Thinking what I want to do here. I kind of want to make him proc this crocodile effect, which I can play Laboon and Sanji in one turn. And I'm still thinking about playing the Teach, but I think I should go ahead and play Laboon and then Sanji. But we can play the Teach and Laboon in one turn as well by using our Brook effect. So here's an intricate play right here. So you're on 10 Don, you play the Teach out for 7, and if you got the Luffy or the Brook on field, you swing them to proc your leader effect. You know, you Don -2. Proc your leader effect, that'll put you back up to 4 Don, and then you can play the Laboon out, Laboon something on board, and then Teach it. So a great 10 Don play right here that we just did. Also, you can do it with the Sanji as well. You can play the Laboon out, play the Sanji out, KO something, and then you leave 1 Don standing. So there's another option as well. Alright, alright. So here we're gonna put, we're not even gonna play the Laboon out. It's crazy. I don't know why we didn't do that. But that is a play you can do though for sure. Oh, I think we click on the active Don? Hold up, crew. Why are we not back at 10? I'm confused. Why are we at 9? Did I click too many Don? Oh yeah, it double clicked the Don. So yeah. That's the one thing I hate about the sim. It double clicked one time, so it made me return 3 Don instead of 2. So that put me on 9 Don, unfortunately. I still should have done the Laboon play though, to go ahead and minus and just make him discard a card with the Mihawk effect. But you know, it is what it is. I think we're just gonna be aggressive, which is not a bad play neither. But since he only has 2 swings next turn, I think it would have been a better priority to go ahead and get the Laboon on board, because all he has to do next turn, he will be what, 3, 6. He'll probably be on 10 next turn, I'm assuming. So all he has to do is play out 2 bodies, and he can get the buggy out and remove our teach. So I definitely think we should have capitalized off that, but it is what it is. Gotta love the misclicks, crew. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love the misclicks. So I'm checking this trash, see what he's got in there. He's got a big buggy in there. So I know he's probably got one in hand, more than likely. And if he uses all 10 of his Don, he can definitely get it out this turn and return our teach, which would be unfortunate. Yep, here goes one. Playing out the Mihawk. Nice. He's gonna use another 5. Is he going to use another 5? Yep, he is. Playing the buggy, trashing a crocodile Mihawk. Probably gonna return a Blackbeard. Yep, we suspected it. We suspected it. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Swinging 5 at us here. I think I'll take that. Yeah, we take it. Swinging 7 into 7. I'm not gonna give him that. Probably should just counter out. We give him the 2K here. We're gonna keep this a boon just so we can get some cards out of hand for sure. So we're going to Luffy here. Yeah, we're gonna buff our leader to 7K, which is never really a bad play, right? Thinking here what I can do to get rid of both these blockers this turn. I'm like, we'll just do Brook effect minus 2K on both the blockers. So if you want to block with him, more than likely he's gonna lose them. If he counters out, that's good for him. Okay, he blocked. Nice. Putting 3 on. Yeah, I like leaving 2 open down. So 2 open down and a blocker, and then a Gum Gum Giant. So we're not looking terrible shape, and we're able to get rid of both his blockers there. So he only has 3 swings, and all we got to get out of is 2 of them. So that's nice. And if he spends 5 Don to play another buggy out, we should be in good shape. Let's see what he does here. Not to mention we're 7K leader as well, right? We can't forget that. That's no slouch attack right there. Alright, so he's drawing a card. Let's see what he's gonna do. Let's see what he's gonna do, crew. He ain't got no value out of that 7 cost buggy, huh? Besides it just being on the board. Alright, he's playing a Mihawk out. That's nice. Is he gonna play another buggy out here? We know he's got 2 in trash. Does he have the 4th buggy? I cannot remember, crew. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, he's got the 4th buggy. So yeah, he's got the 4th buggy. He returns our Luffy there. Good for him, I guess. Swinging 7 into 7. I should just counter out of that. Yeah, and then we could just block out of the next attack. Or we can cycle Gum Gum Giant, but yeah, we'll just block out of that. We'll just block out of that next attack. Okay, he only has 1 blocker, 3 cards in hand, so time to get him up out of here. We only had to do 1 down there, but we just wanted to prot leader effect for, the hell of it. Why not? It's the same exact thing anyway. So we swing 11, swing 10. Yes, sir. Not 3 2Ks in hand. So yeah, that's the first match, crew. Let's get on to the next match. All right, crew. So we got a Bonnie player here, and I don't think this is the greatest Bonnie player in the world. Like, let's be realistic here, But it's Bonnie. You don't have to be really great to play Bonnie. It's not pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward deck, right? So yeah. He's playing a searcher here. I haven't seen any Bonnies play this searcher card, but maybe he's running like a budget version. I don't know. I thought Bonnie was a budget deck pretty much besides the Cavendishes. Well, I mean, now the Cavendishes are getting reprinted, so should be pretty budget. But maybe he's trying to play a list without Cavendishes. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't see what he needs to see here. But he's playing the Caribou card. I haven't seen that card played in Bonnie, so I don't know. Don't ask me. We're gonna go ahead and play Bon Clay out here and swing 6. Great going second play here. He counters out, that's nice. Usually Bonnies like to take life pretty aggressively and build their hand up, and then they just sit on the wall kid. But I think this guy has a different game plan in mind. And to be fair, I think he just doesn't see what he needs to see in this game, which is fine because even if he had a Cavendish right here, literally next turn we just drop a Sanji, KO to Cavendish. It's like we got plays to counter their best plays already in hand, right? So it's nice. So he's not playing the Cavendish here. Next turn he is playing this Caribou out that summons another one, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Kind of weird, kind of weird. I think we should probably get this Brook out just for, shits and giggles. So we're going to use Bond Clay to swing 6 into 5 here. Try to get some more cards out of hand. Okay, we get the body. I'll take that. I think in hindsight we should have went ahead and played the Brook out here just in case he does get the kid out. Just to already have it on field, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really got no way to remove it unless I turn it sideways, so I think that would have been a better play for sure. Playing more pizza, another searcher. What is he drawn into? Another caribou. I guess he's just not seeing what he wants to see out of these searches, which, is unfortunate. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's RNG at the end of the day, that's how it be sometimes. Surely attacks my bond clay, right? No way he leaves that on board. Guy's taking a little bit of time. Let me. Okay. Alright, he plays out a Uruj, which is gonna let him stand the Don up at the end of every turn. That's good for him. I'm literally holding this Sanji in my hand, waiting for a Cavendish to hit the board, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm just like, man, that's unfortunate. Usually Bonnies always see it. So this turn we're gonna go ahead and get our Brook down because we know he can possibly play a kid out, and we do not want that coming out for free. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with no sweat on his back. So here we're going to swing 7. I think we should swing 7, and I think we should go ahead and establish this Laboon as well, just to be completely honest. Like, we don't need that Don. Please play Laboon. Do not play Scary. Just play him out, bro. Just play him out. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, okay. I got scared for a minute there, man. Sometimes I don't know what I be thinking. Like, when I be rewatching my gameplay, I'm like, bro, just play out the Laboon. Like, it's 4-9. You're 7K leader. You're alright. You're alright, my guy. He's on 9 but, we're good. We're chilling. Let's see what he does here. Does he have a 9 or 8 play? Or maybe a carrot or a Cavendish in the carrot. Who knows? Let's see. That wouldn't be a terrible play right now. This guy is taking forever. I'm sorry. He straps up and swings 10 at my Luffy. You're not getting that, buddy. I'm sorry. You're not getting that. So, yeah, he must not have a big play right now, or else he wouldn't have done that. I mean, I get wanting to get that off board, right? Because buffing my leader to 7K is very annoying. The big question is he going to swing this Uruj at my Luffy? This guy's thinking a long time now, crew. Alright, we just went ahead and skipped. He played a little 3-cost Bartholomew blocker out and passed. We're going to play the Sanji out and kill the Uruj. We got tired of waiting for the, Cavendish to hit the board. It's a little too late for him anyway. Then we're going to top knot the Bartholomew out the way. Then we're going to swing the Luffy, do Luffy things. Buff him to 7. Should be 777. I think we should just go ahead and keep the we could go 7777, right? With the Laboon as well. And that's not a terrible play. Leave two open done. Well, yeah, he's gonna rest the card down. I forget. It's Bonnie. He's gonna rest one of our attackers down. Still should be 3 sevens though. 7. What you wanna do? What you wanna do? This man is thinking with his whole soul over here. He's in a terrible position though. I'm not gonna lie. Like once we get this board set up, it's ugly for you. And if we see a 10 drop teach, it's going. I mean a 10 drop Kuzan, it's gonna get even uglier. Even teach, to be honest, like the boon and teach is nothing to scoff at, right? That's a 7 cost every turn. Swing another 7 at him here. Try to get him down to 1. He just quits out, and I get it. He sees it right on the wall. He's got no big bodies in hand, and look on the top of his deck. There's his law and Beppo he might want to see, right, on 10 done. But, I mean, it's like, bruh, he just seen no big bodies. I mean, it sucks, but it's RNG at the end of the day. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew. We got another buggy here. I told y'all I like playing buggies with this deck. I don't know why. I like trying to play around that crocodile Mihawk. It makes me think, you know. So I like it. I like it. I like the challenge. So we're on perfect curve here. We're gonna play out our Nico Robin. You know, we're chilling. Strap 2 on lead. Swing 7. Looking like the last game. Oh, by the way, I want you to peep this guy's name. Band Gum Gum Giant, no skill. So I take that into note, right? And I'm gonna try to not use Gum Gum Giant this entire game, and I still want to shit on his life. So that's our goal this game. Once I read his name, I'm like, okay, okay. Gum Gum Giant's no skill, right? All right, Gum Gum Giant's no skill. Being able to cheat out a 10 cost body for 5 is ultimate skill, right? But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. So what we're gonna do is here. We're gonna go ahead and play Subaru out minus his Mihawk, and then we're gonna go ahead and top knot it up out the way. You know, get rid of that body. Probably should swing 6-7 here. 6-7, ironic, right? 6-7 here, and then we're chilling. Next turn, probably drop the teach. If we don't find a Luffy or Brook, anyways. Yeah, drop the teach into the 10 drop Kuzan, and you know we're chilling. Probably gonna cheat out the Crocodile Mihawk here. Yep. They always got it. They always got it. You can always bet they got it. We drawn to the Luffy here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Luffy. That way I can just prioritize and play in the Kuzan next turn. And still having a Don up for Gum Gum Giant. Even though I'm not gonna use the Gum Gum Giant, I wanna have a Don up just to bluff it. Like I said, my goal is to not use Gum Gum Giant this game just because his name, you know. I just wanna troll him. I just want to troll. We're just threatening the Gum Gum just to be, you know, even more weird, right? So he plays out the buggy into a Mihawk. He's set up for his big 10 cost buggy already the next turn. It's looking bad for us. Looking bad for us, crew. We got to be able to remove some of these bodies, man. He's only got 1 life though, so you know that's an honorable mention right there, right? I think we should just go ahead and take this one, and then you know we can counter out the next one. Oh, he chooses not to swing. He wants to keep his bodies on board, and you know that makes absolute perfect sense. All right, so we actually got a Gum Gum Giant, but I do not want to use it, so we're gonna have to figure this out. I think we should go ahead and drop the Kuzan. Target the 5 cost body. That way we can get a card out of hand. Yeah. Try to get a card out of hand here. Okay, nice, nice. Swing our Luffy here. -2. Go back up. We got one active. Perfect board state where you want to be at. We would have liked to get the teach out beforehand too, but you know, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Swing 7, swing 7. He gives the blocker and actually counters. So I know he's gonna drop the 10 cost here, right? Makes sense. Oh, he uses a gravity blade to get rid of my 2 bodies, punishing me for not putting this down on my leader. Ah, it's unfortunate, crew. That's unfortunate. And then he passes. He still didn't swing his bodies. Like, come on, man. Come on now. We're gonna play the teach out. Rest the teach. Attempt to KO the croc. He discards for it. I'm like, all right, bet. Swing 7. And it's gonna be swing 10. Still bluffing the Gum Gum Giant. Now we're gonna go 10 to his body since he finally want to turn it sideways. He's gonna block out of that. He's got 2 cards in hand. We are starving him effectively. Red Rock on the Kuzan. Man, this guy is getting rid of our board, right? No blocker here. We're gonna give him a 1K. He plays out a blocker and passes. He's not attacking, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, I don't understand why not, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna play Laboon out, rest of Laboon out, probably targeting the Mihawk, rest the Teach to try to pop the Mihawk. Yeah, do on the Mihawk. Rest the Teach, attempt to pop the Mihawk. Make him discard his last card out of hand. Alright, nice. Play out the Frankie here to cycle, I think it would be better. We're going to attach 2 down first, swing 7. Try to get him down to 0. He gives us the blocker. That's nice for him. We're going to play the Frankie out. Down -2, discard a brick, and draw into another Gum Gum Giant that we're planning on not using. So, yeah. He's only got really 2 swingers that he can swing, because if he swings the blocker, that means he's going for game. And if he doesn't get it, you know, considering that we're threatening Gum Gum Giant, then he just auto loses. Swinging 9 into 5 here. We can let that go. We can let that go, I think. Or we can block. We can block out too. You know, there's that. We're blocking out because he's leaving 6 down, and we're assuming he's gonna play something for 5. But hell no, he straps up 13 and swings 13. And surely I don't use Gum Gum Giant here. No, don't use it. Don't use it. Look at his name again. Read his name again. Don't use it. We let it go. Yes. We're safe, crew. We're safe. We let the Gum Gum Giant go. Nice, nice, nice. So we know his Mihawks once per turn. So we're gonna play out a 1-legged soldier here. And then we're gonna play out another teach. Use that teach we just played out to rest and try to KO the Mihawk. Then we're gonna swing 8 into 7 here. He gives us the Mihawk, nice. Now we're gonna swing 5 into 5. We get his last life here, and we're sitting on 2 life. He's got 2 swings, and you know he could have potentially 3 swings if he wants to strap up the 1 cost. But we got 2 2Ks in hand and whatever's in life, even without the Gum Gum Giant. So, like I said, our goal at the beginning of the game is to not use this Gum Gum Giant. So let's see if we can stick to our goal. See what he does. See what he does. Come on, my guy. What are you thinking of here? You got to play a blocker out. That's mandatory, right? You gotta play some blockers out. Swinging 12 and the 8. We can let that go. Why not? Add back another 2K. Sure. Plays out a blocker here. Swing 6 in the life. We can just give him. We can take it. Oh, we can take it. We can be crazy, you know. I thought about playing that 10 drop Kuzan now, right? I think here we can just go into his bodies. We're going into life. Oh yeah, yeah. He's only got one blocker. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah. We're going into life here. You know, I told him no gum gum giant. 13 in the 5. GG's. We did it with no gum gum giant, man. Let's get on to the next one, crew. All right, crew. So wouldn't be a meta breaking video if we didn't include the man UP himself, huh? So we got UP in here. We got UP in here. So we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it and see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes. Alright. So we're going second. He just passed on his first turn. We do got Sanji's, which is nice to see in this matchup. We do got Black Maria, which is also nice to see in this matchup because if he ramps, we ramp. Great, great line of play here. And we got the 10 drop Kuzan, which is gonna say bye bye to everything once we drop it down. Let's see what we do here. We pass. We're waiting on him. He plays out of Zorojoro here. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of that right now. So, you know, it is what it is. We draw into a Bond Clay, though. That's a nice going second ramp piece. Thinking about playing the Black Maria here as well. But Bond Clay's, you know, gonna say if you play anything big, we're gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna punish you. So probably gonna get the ramp here. See what he does. Pudding. Pudding on our hand, man. That feels bad. But look what we get. We get the 6 drop Luffy. But no Kuzan now, unfortunately. Unfortunately. He's swinging 7 in. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to play our 6 drop Luffy here because he's been swinging pretty aggressive at us. I think we should just put 2-1 Bond Clay, make him a pseudo blocker here. We're going to put 1 on, okay. Swinging 5 in the 4 here, see if he wants to counter out to save it. He doesn't. Now we're swinging 8 at the UP Luffy here. 8 is like the perfect number to swing at a 6K lead. 2K over, they have to give us 2 cards. And there's only so much counter that UP is going to have in the early game, especially since their leader effect's not valid right away. So giving him a pseudo blocker here is great. He will be able to just tag into it with the pudding, of course, but you know, not a terrible play. Not a terrible play. Swinging 9 into 1 here. That was a misplay in my opinion. That was definitely a misplay. Definitely should have dropped the pudding there, but you know, is what it is. We're gonna play out our Sanji here, probably KO in the Zorojoru, which would be, yeah, great play. Think we should put 1 on Luffy here, swing 8. Swinging that 2K over, man, I'm telling you, it's just damaging to our opponent. Swinging 8 and the 6. See if he wants to give us an event here. He gives us the gear 2 event. Alright, bet. Now we're going to swing 10 at you. See what you got to do for that, buddy. You want to give us a Gum Gum Giant and not be able to use your leader effect? Yeah, I thought so. He takes it. He used the red rod trigger accidentally, I'm assuming, and he quits out there. But needless to say, it's like, I think he was pretty much cooked. Like he's got one life, yes. He does got a Gum Gum Giant. He does got the Sanji in hand. We do see a Katakuri on top as well. So he could have done some things. He could have done some things, but we're gonna be swinging constant eights at him, and we're gonna force him to. As you can tell, he has no counter besides the Gum Gum Giant. I mean, whatever he would have searched off top, but being able to swing them eights. So if he does the Sanji into Katakuri play, sorry, I'm beating the mic up, but if he does the Sanji into Katakuri play, then he will not be able to attack us, right? Then next turn, we're probably gonna play out a Sanji, KO the Pudding, swing. We could even play the Brook out as well, right? Yeah, we could play the Brook out, swing the Luffy for 8, Don -2, get the Fed, go back up, right? Put 2 on Sanji, swing 8. Put 1 on Luffy, swing 8. That's 3 eights right there. He's gonna have to turn his blocker sideways and give us a Gum Gum Giant. And then, we're cooking from there. The next turn, we got the Brook. The Brook's gonna be able to minus down you know, the Sanji and the Katakuri. So we could have went about things that way. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. So we got a red green smoker here. Here you go, man. We made y'all wait a week, so we got to give y'all onslaught of matches, huh? Right? So yeah, got a red green smoker here, man. And we know they like to play wall kids, so we're gonna try to go around that. You know what I mean? Playing out Rosinante here, swinging 6 at us. We're gonna take that first life very aggressively. Use our Nico Robin here. We're gonna ramp up. We are going second, so that's gonna put us on 5-9. Attach 3, swing 8 here at 5. Get him down to 3 life. We love it. We like it. We love it. Next turn, we're going to be on 7. We can do a couple things. He plays out a smoker. We got the Sanji to take care of that. This is why Sanji is important for this deck. I don't care what nobody says. Being able to get rid of these smokers, these Cavendish, is just going to help your spread. It's going to help your matchup spread all around, right? The only thing it's not good into is Blackbeard. So if you got a card like that, why wouldn't you play it? Especially when it meshes so well with your leader effect. So he's swinging 7 at us here, which is kind of annoying. We're going to put 1 on, swing 5 just in case he's got any event. So 1 on Nico Robin, swing 5, just in case he gets like an event trigger or something if he doesn't counter out. I'm sure he's going to counter out though, right? Then we're going to put 1 on our leader, swing 6. Again, in case he's got any kind of event trigger, Mulgun, whatever. Then we're going to play out Sanji, KO on the smoker, and nice. We put him back to square 1. And that's what Sanji does for you. He puts these green players back to square 1. And being able to do that is just too good. We're going to be on 9-die next turn. There's a couple plays we can make. We can go Luffy into Laboon. We can go Teach just to get a Teach on board. And then next turn, double Laboon something, there's a lot of shit we can do. I think getting this Luffy out is going to be important, though, just in case we do get into our 10-drop Kuzan. Being able to get that on board and safely have 1 Don open. Granted, they do play Hody Jones in this type of list, so you got to worry about that, too. So he's splitting Don on his Searcher here and swinging at our Nico Robin. That's letting me know that he's probably doesn't have a lot of counter in hand, or he's just, I don't know, he doesn't have any big plays in hand. We're going to counter out to save that because he did that. And he's putting 3 on his leader and swinging 8 into it. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. He spent a whole turn not developing. I'll take that because we're actually going to develop on our turn, right? We're going to play the Teach out now that he did that. Rest the Teach down, KO the Rosinante. Probably swing 5, swing 7, or swing 6. Swing 6. Swing 6, maybe? Swing 6. One on, swing 6. Give me a 2K. Gives me a 2K there. Nice. So we're still in a decent position here. We got 1 Laboon. We can play Luffy into Laboon this next turn too. Ooh, he gets a Tashigi out. That is nice, but he's only got 4 cards in hand, so I don't think that kid is gonna make it if we can help it, right? Swinging 7 in here. I'm not opposed to Gum Gum Giant and cycling our deck. Yeah, I think we should Gum Gum Giant for sure. Don't want to go down to 1. Knowing they're playing Hody Jones, we're gonna take advantage of him not using the Hody this turn. Looky what we got here. We got the top knot. So now we finna go crazy. We draw into a Kuzan as well. So now we can top knot the Tashigi. Ooh, don't tell me I don't do it. Tell me I do it. Please tell me I do it. Bro, please tell me I do it. No. Okay. I'm gonna tell you a play we could have did right here. No. We did it. We did it right. We did it right. Yeah. So we rest the Tashigi down. Play Laboon. Laboon the kid. Top knot the kid. Come on. Let's see it. Let's make it happen. Let's do it, please. No, don't tell me we're not doing that. Man. We missed our opportunity there, crew. We missed our opportunity, bro. Yeah, so we definitely could have played the Laboon out. Laboon, the kid. Top not the kid. Kid gone. Kid done. Swing the rest of the life. When I rewatch my matches sometimes, crew, I don't know what I'm thinking. That's why I like recording my gameplay, because when you record your gameplay, you might see some shit you miss. So it's good to do that. We know they play Hody Jones, so we're probably just gonna strap everything and try to get rid of this kid. I think we should strap everything and just try to get rid of it. Force him to have a 2K. And he counters out and saves it. Nice. Nice for him. And I can't believe we didn't do that play, man. What was we thinking, crew? What was we thinking? I mean, I get we didn't want to neck Don too much, but it's like, at the same time, like, come on, man. Come on now. He plays another kid out. He only has 1 card in hand, though. There's no way you're saving both of them. Come on, let's be realistic here. Swinging 9 at 7 here. I think we should just take it. 'Cause why not? Doesn't matter. He has to put 1 down on both his kids. Swing 7 and a 7. That's an easy 1K out. Please tell me we at least do it this turn, right? Alright, let's see what we do. Let's see what we do, crew. Let's see what we do. I don't want to rest down and give him the draw, so please don't do that. I'm giving him the draw. I'm giving him the draw before I attack. Come on now. What am I thinking, crew? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? It's like I forget what Laboon does or something. I don't understand. Like, okay, yeah, I like it. We're doing what we should have been doing. Yes. Get rid of one of the kids. Nice. Thinking about what I want to do here. Selling. We should have did this attack first, for sure. We should have did the Laboon play first, then did the attack. While you had 1 card in hand. Decrease his chances of saving it. Let's see if he saves it or not. He does save it. Makes sense. 8 in the kid here. He saves it again, and then it's gonna be another 8 in the kid. And he's in top deck. We're leaving one dying to bluff a Gum Gum Giant. Our board is insane. We got the Kuzan. Man, it's not looking good for him here. Let's see what he draws into. He could split and try to kill us here, right? Which he quits. He should have just split and tried to kill us. Don't ever like quit. Could have swung what? 3 on would be 8. Could have swung 8-9. Like we would have survived it, but like always 7K lead. Never mind. I take that back. Crew, he was cooked. Yeah, he was cooked. He drew into Shigi, and then our board's insane. Rest on swing. Let's get on to the last match, crew. Alright, crew. I had to show a Blackbeard here because there's always that one weirdo in my comments that just says, "Hey man, this deck auto loses the Blackbeard. It hard loses the Blackbeard." It's like, bro, it's not got the best matchup into Blackbeard, right? But you can still beat Blackbeard. Like, stop saying dumb shit, like without thinking. All right, so Black Maria's gonna come in clutch here. He's already black holing us, getting rid of cards out of hand. We love to see it. We're gonna swing 6 into 5 here. Play out our Black Maria. Go ahead and ramp up. All right, so we're on track. We got a good curve too. We got Luffy into Teach in the Kuzan. We got Luffy Teach in the Kuzan, which is not a bad play line for Blackbeard, right? Probably gonna shut our own plays off here, which is cool. Playing out a Luffy, nice. We're gonna go and play our Luffy out here, put 1 on lead, making him a 7 call, swinging 6 in. So, card you like to see Black Maria to ramp early and help you get rid of these Laffites and shit if they don't get rid of it. When they turn the Lafitte sideways, Black Maria can just swing into them easy. Your Sanji or Luffy or Brook, your next card you like to see, and then Teaches, and then Kuzan's not terrible neither, but you like to see like your early big game ramp, your early big ramp, like your 7s, your 6s, and your 5s. But your 4s ain't bad neither. Your Frankies are good. They're good attackers. You don't have to use them as blockers. You use them as attackers against Blackbeard because you like to be aggressive into them. But we got him down to 3 life, where we like to see what he's doing. He's searching. He's swinging 5 in here. We're gonna go ahead and counter out of that. I think I might would have took that looking back. No, we're gonna take this one. Yeah. We get a 1-legged soldier as well, which is nice. Yeah, if he plays a Burgess out, which we can't get rid of Burgess unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna play the Teach out here. Getting rid of his blocker. Then we're gonna go 7 and 7. Maybe even more. Let's see what we do. I think 7-8 is good. Even 7-9, just get him down to 1. Because he's only gonna be on 9 die next turn, I believe. Get him down to 1 life. He's only gonna be on 9 die next turn. Play out Toy Soldier. Nice. Now we got the Toy Soldier to minus if he plays the 7 cost Teach. Pop it with the Teach. We're set up. We're set up nice. Playing out full of lead here. Probably gonna do a lot of searching. Trying to buff that Burgess up. A lot of searching, a lot of trashing. Okay, okay. What he draw? He trash Van Auger. Did not show what he drew. Okay, he drew it stronger. Sorry, this guy's playing kind of slow. Okay, wrestler feet. He draws the 10 drop. Nice. What else? Like, bro, I'm skipping 30 seconds in. This shit's crazy. Okay, he used what did he do here? Tempest kicked on our Luffy, and then he used the finger pistol. Okay, or finger gun, whatever you want to call it. Get rid of our Luffy. Not a bad play. Let's see what he does here. He swung into our. I think he swung into our Teach. Yeah, it's an easy 1K counter out. We draw into the top knot, which is nice. He's only got one life, so it's probably gonna be top knot here. Once you get him in this position, they play that little low cost blocker. Our own players are shut off. We drew into the top knot. Some may say it's fate. Some may say it's fate. But if we wouldn't have drawn to the top knot, my play would have been teach, rest, KO the Vasco shot, put 7 on one-legged soldier, swing that, and then put the rest on Luffy, swing that. So wasn't terrible. So we're gonna swing 9 here. See if he's got the counter for it. He has to take, and then it's gonna be the rest on leader. And it's gonna be 13 in the 5. And he could only get up to 10 because we knew he had a couple of bricks from the searches. So GG's, man. That's it for the video crew, man. Test the deck out. Let me know. It'll be in the description. And if you're in the Discord, I already posted it in the PB Luffy Discord section. So yeah, I hope y'all boys enjoyed the video, man, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.